Can you share your Ric Flair story when you met him?
Sure. Wow. So what a day that was in Tampa. And I was told specifically to stay at this one hotel because it was across the street from where Rick lived. It's like, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever makes it easiest.
Are you talking through an email with his manager?
I'm texting with his manager. And his manager also manages Hulk Hogan. So it was what a day this was. What a day. It was 10 a.m. with Ric Flair at my hotel room that was all set up, ready to go. And then later that afternoon with Hogan at Hogan's Beach Shop, which is in Clearwater, Florida. He has his own, it's a great bar.
You had both of them in the same
day.
Were you like geeking out?
Oh my God, was I geeking out.
Are you calling your wife like, hey?
I mean, we were planning this for like probably a month. And I'm like, if this actually does happen, this is going to be incredible. Like Flair and Hogan on the same day. And then I'm like, well, while I'm in Tampa, who else can I do here? And I also did like Natalia and TJ Wilson, Mike Chioda. Like this was Baron Corbin. So I did 6 interviews in those 2 days.
When did it feel real? When you stepped on the plane? Like it was happening?
No, it felt real when Flair showed up at like 9:59.
Oh, so you even before that, you were like,
well, I'm like, when you're at that level of fame, do you need to show up on time? And, like if he had showed up late, that would have thrown off the entire day. But when Ric Flair showed up at 9:59, I meet him down in the lobby and like shake his hand. Hey, good to meet you, man.
By himself?
Yeah, he was by himself. His manager was with me. And then he's like, okay, let's go down and get Rick. So then we went down and got Rick. And Rick's walking through the lobby and like checking out the women that are working at the hotel in classic Ric Flair fashion. We do the interview. And during the interview, he's like, every day, 5:00, I'm at that bar across the street. Come on by. And I'm like, drinking with Ric Flair? Like, are you serious? He's like, no, I'm serious. If you want to come by.
You didn't have another conversation at that time?
I'll be there at 5:00. So like, I was like, oh, like he's serious about this. Then we went and did the interview with Hulk Hogan, which was fantastic. I've talked to the Hulkster a few times. He's great. I really enjoy those conversations with him because there's just a sense of like openness with him. So then we drive into Clearwater Beach. We do that interview with Hogan. We drive back and it's like, whatever, 5:15 at this point. I'm like, I said to my camera guy, I'm like, I think I'm going to do it. Like, I'm going to swing by the bar. He's like, yeah, man, do it. Like, what a story that'll be. Sure enough, I walk into the bar and from behind, you just see that Ric Flair hair, that legendary flow. And to his left are 2 beautiful women. To his right are 2 other beautiful women. Like, this is Ric Flair. I tapped him on the shoulder from behind. I'm like, I'm here. He's like, oh, it's great to see you, man. He goes, what are you drinking? I said, what are you drinking? And what was he having? Was it I think it was a vodka soda with a splash of cranberry. And I'm like, if that's what Ric Flair drinks, then that's what I'm drinking. And he's like, well, let's do it. So he bought me a drink. I was chatting with him. Mike Chioda was also there, who I'm friends with. I was chatting with Mike and his wife. And then Rick ended up leaving for the night. And I went to order some food and I went to pay. And they go, no, this is taken care of. I said, no. I'll get it. No, this has already been taken care of. Your bill is $0. I'm like, no, I'll pay. Sir, there is nothing to pay for. So he took care of like everyone that was sitting around us. He took care of all of their food, all their drinks.
He's always been known for that.
Yeah. And then he just kind of like left. And there was no like, he didn't make an announcement like, I've got you, whatever you guys want. He just quietly did it. And then he left, took some photos on the way out. And then it was just a lovely surprise if, 20 minutes later when I found out there was nothing to pay for.
Right.
What a guy.